in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
It looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Ertz, 47 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Check 53, come on. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
53, Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On second down and 4. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
53 is the mic.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Check. 53 is mic. Check.
On second and 9, Lock. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
43! 43!
Check 37. Check 37. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
I got him. 15!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run with Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and goal, Mahomes. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Browns nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Single.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53. He don't know no better.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns nothing.
Set. 60 on.
Here we go, D.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Who that?
Shoot.
Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Go.
Motion. 53.
Now it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They try right side here. Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. The first down run with Gurley good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Switch. Attack.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Whip. Watch the whip. Attack. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Man, I got you. Hey, 57.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, it's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Marcus.
Play action. Now it's locked. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Funchess, 49 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Locke going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
It's just me and you. Check 3, check 13.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Jerron Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Dawson's kick is up and through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Chargers.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 52.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
The 45-yard line.
On second and 9. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Thompson. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, turn it up. Race no trap. Hey, Riblin. 98's the mic.
Throwing on second and 8. Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
At the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Locked to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. From the 39, Locke airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing now is Locke. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Gerald McCoy showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it here with a fullback, Vitale. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Check.
Throwing his lock on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
198. Watch that yellow. So we got man. 198. Watch that.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And some room to work. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards to the house. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Now Dawson for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Boyd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Alpha.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey,
Look at me. Zipper.
53 is the mic.
Back to throw.
Let's go, D.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.